This is fully explained version of segmented run I have done in conjunction with Haiku, who have found some strategies and helped immensely. We have yet to get sub 2 minutes, so if you know any strategies for maps which can help, let me know in the comments. And if you wish to see no commentary version, you click there. So without further ado, let's begin. There are 11 maps in campaign. Some are heavy RNG, like map 4, some are purely skill based, like map 3. I will get deeper into RNG part while going through each map. So let's start from the map 1. It's actually quite similar in strategy as in my first world record, but everything became more refined. Beware that this map got a lot of RNG. Once you land on the roof, you just have to hope that the car doesn't slide and waste your time. Firstly, H4 is mandatory. It's just faster than both H2 and L4. Secondly, after roughly first 1.5 seconds of going forward plus right, stop moving to the right and proceed with speed. Don't forget to press brake to remove any additional movement from wheels that could remain. Thirdly, you're gonna need some serious luck here. Trust me, one wrong move in setup and that slide's gonna wreck your run. I've got almost ideal version, and if no additional strat will be found, getting less than this is quite hard and require a lot of attempts. Next map is all about skill, and I'm not fan of that. So let's make it an RNG fest, like it should be. What we are trying to do here is trigger a lucky break, where the AI drives without crashing. You can try to trigger it on high graphics, but it's much more frequent on lowest. Timer will stop once car passes through finish. Any car. Since our opponent basically have better car and much more speed, he can finish early, therefore saving quite a bit of time. Next map is the shortest in the run, and strategy was found by no other than Haiku. I was shocked when I found out that you actually need to drive backwards for this one. Car is pretty heavy and you can stop almost immediately, so this saves quite a bit. One of pure skill-based maps. Quite a relief before the actual madness. Time for RNG fest. While trying to get great time here, I have spent quite a bit of time. Number 2 in my list of time wasted. And the reason for this is simple. This thing more like a spring than a car. Good luck trying to control the bounce. Alright. Here is the strategy. Go with H4, rush towards the objective and move slightly to the left. For ideal time it's mandatory to fall on the roof without any movement, which is hard due to the fact that was stated earlier. This car is bouncy. You can try to mitigate it by slowing down, which I do quite a bit, after slow-mo begins. I don't like this map, but after a lot of attempts, I got a godlike run. I do hope someone will find a pure skill-based strategy here, which will be stable sub 11 seconds. But for now, RNG it is. Map number 5 was a tough one. I did try to find strategies, slow down before ramps, different 4-wheel drive setups, full speed. There is a lot of problems with the small yet hard map. And main one is car. It's quite heavy on the front, which leads to a lot of problems while trying to make a jump. If you lose speed here, it's game over. L4 won't help and H4 just gonna mess up the jump. So the only logical solution is getting ideal jump with L4 without losing much speed. And I did it. Took some tries. Heading left is key here. Half your wheels will stay off the rocks, giving you way more speed. After this, rocks on the right might help with smooth landing, and then it's straight to the finish. You know, RNG can be fun sometimes, and this Cannot map really shows it. It's all about getting lucky with those bounces. If we are not talking about pure skill pre-timer setup, which is actually not allowed, RNG is the only thing that remains to save time. Before, this map was so much better. Just look at this run performed by Blitzen. But we can only rely on RNG now. So only a great bounce like this will help. And it does save time. Not much, but it's at least some. Map 7 is a proud holder of number 1 on my list of time wasted maps. This is both cool, skill-based and RNG filled map out there. And it's purely about speed. Actually both conservation and gain of momentum. This whole map is a mess. Almost every section has something ready to mess you up. Rocks can and will destroy your wheels. Car is rather light with great suspension and will jump quite high on the obstacles while also bounce when drop down from those jumps. You will lose your speed, and this is the main thing which should be avoided. There is no other strategy except driving. Believe me, I have tried to find one. I have suffered and got you this one, but here is the kicker, it's far from perfect, but that's the best I could get. Purely RNG spot is up next. Not gonna talk about it. Heiko and I both tried to find at least something in this map. And we failed. 20 seconds is a top time here, and it can't be lowered. At least yet. Map 9 is the second case of pure skill-based map in this campaign, and not short one, like map 3. There are two strategies that can be used. First, fast and low jump setup. Second, rock hit setup. Rock hit is much harder and saves a bit more time, but requires more precise setup due to the fact that you must hit front of the car on the rocks. I actually got lucky. It's funny how I got lucky on the map that's all about skill. Next map is partially RNG. The basic idea here is simple. Hit the wall and stop the car. The problem is in second part. By using strategy which was found by Heiko, I did get pretty great time. And the only reason I did is game thinking my car stopped. While in reality, it was falling. And the last one. The one that I did messed up in my world record. Funny enough, it's purely skill and precision map. Not gonna jump, not gonna try to stop as soon as possible, just precision. And due to the fact that this is kinda real life, we must try and gain as much speed as possible just by driving. Timer will stop once we cross invisible finish line, and this will save up to 1 second from the perfect jump. Final time is 2 minutes and 4 seconds. To be fair, I don't know how to save more time. In future I will try to push time of segmented run down, but until more unique and refined strategies will be found, it's unreal. Now, to explain honorable mention. Keep watching if you want to see how it's done. As stated above, it's not allowed in regular run, although you should know that this is purely skill-based setup, even though it takes quite a bit of time to do. And it's fully done before the actual timer, which is the reason it's not allowed. The main problem is getting out of this stone square, and after this it's just a matter of driving quite slowly. Once secured right in front of the car, just destroy spacebar or any other button you have for it to shoot the cannon. And that's everything I wanted to cover about this segmented run. I do hope in future to set up a fully deterministic mod for BeamNG, but for now we have to deal with this one. As stated above, if you will have any other strategies, feel free to write in the comments. It will help a lot. Subscribe and devs will surely see this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.